Have you ever felt a knot in your stomach when you're stressed? Or maybe your shoulders tense up whenever you feel anxious? It's not just in your head. Our bodies have an incredible memory, and sometimes they hold on to experiences long after our minds have tried to move on. This is the core idea behind somatic trauma, the concept that our bodies physically store the impact of traumatic events. Let's talk about what happens in your body during a stressful or traumatic moment. Your nervous system kicks into high gear, activating the fight, flight, or freeze response. This is a survival mechanism. Your heart races, your muscles tighten, and your body is flooded with stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. It's preparing you to either confront the danger, run from it, or shut down completely. In an ideal world, once the threat is gone, your body completes this stress cycle. You might shake, tremble, or cry. This is your body's natural way of releasing all that built-up energy and returning to a state of calm. Think about an animal in the wild that just escaped a predator. You'll often see it shake vigorously before it goes back to grazing peacefully. That shaking is a crucial discharge of survival energy. But what happens when we don't get to complete that cycle? Maybe we were told to be strong and hold it together. Maybe the situation was too overwhelming, or it happened repeatedly. When that survival energy gets trapped inside, it doesn't just disappear. It gets stored in our bodies. This stored energy can manifest as chronic physical symptoms. This is where somatic trauma comes in. The word soma means body. Somatic trauma is essentially the physical footprint that a difficult experience leaves behind. It can show up as chronic muscle tension, particularly in the shoulders, neck, and jaw. You might find yourself clenching your jaw without even realizing it, or feeling like your shoulders are permanently hunched up by your ears. It can also manifest as digestive issues like irritable bowel syndrome or persistent stomach upset. Our gut is often called our second brain for a reason. It is incredibly sensitive to our emotional state. That gut feeling is a real physical response. When trauma is stored, it can disrupt the delicate balance of our digestive system. Other common physical signs include chronic fatigue, where you feel exhausted no matter how much you sleep. It could be unexplained aches and pains that doctors can't find a cause for. Headaches, migraines, and even autoimmune conditions have been linked to unresolved trauma stored in the body. The body is essentially stuck in a state of high alert, constantly bracing for a danger that has already passed. This perpetual state of defense is exhausting and wears down the body over time. So, how do we know if what we're experiencing is related to somatic trauma? A key indicator is a sense of disconnect from your own body. You might feel numb, or like you're just going through the motions. You might feel like your body is a stranger, or even an enemy that's constantly betraying you with pain and discomfort. This feeling of disconnection is a protective mechanism. Your mind is trying to shield you from the physical sensations tied to the painful memory. The good news is that because the body holds the trauma, it also holds the key to healing it. Healing from somatic trauma isn't about reliving the painful event. It's about learning to listen to your body and helping it finally release that trapped survival energy in a safe way. This process is called somatic experiencing. It involves gently tuning into your physical sensations without judgment. It is about creating a sense of safety within your own body so that it can finally complete the stress response it was never able to finish. For example, a therapist trained in somatic work might guide you to notice a sensation of tightness in your chest. Instead of trying to get rid of it, you would simply observe it. As you build this capacity to notice your internal world, your body might start to release this stored energy. This can happen through gentle trembling, a feeling of warmth spreading through a tense area, or even spontaneous deep breaths. These are all signs that your nervous system is recalibrating and moving out of that stuck survival mode. There are also simple practices you can do on your own to start reconnecting with your body. Grounding techniques are incredibly powerful. Try standing barefoot on the grass and really feeling the earth beneath your feet. Notice the texture, the temperature. This helps bring your awareness into the present moment and into your body. Mindful movement practices like yoga, tai chi, or qigong are also wonderful. They encourage you to move slowly and pay close attention to your body's sensations, promoting a sense of integration between mind and body. The focus isn't on pushing yourself, but on moving with kindness and curiosity. Even something as simple as deep belly breathing can make a huge difference. When we're stressed, our breathing becomes shallow and quick. By consciously taking slow, deep breaths that fill your belly, you send a signal to your nervous system that you are safe. This activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which is our rest and digest state. It's the opposite of fight or flight. It's important to remember that healing is a journey, not a race. It requires patience and a lot of self-compassion. If you think you might be dealing with somatic trauma, it can be incredibly helpful to work with a therapist who specializes in body-based approaches. They can provide a safe and supportive space for you to explore these sensations and guide you through the process of release and healing. Your body has been holding on to this for you, trying to protect you. It's not your enemy. By learning to listen to its whispers, you can help it let go of the burdens of the past and find a new sense of safety, wholeness, and peace. Your body remembers, and it also knows how to heal. If anything we've talked about today brings up difficult feelings, please know that support is available. You can reach out to a mental health professional or a crisis hotline in your area. Taking that first step is a sign of incredible strength. Thank you so much for joining me today to explore this important topic. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and consider subscribing for more content on mind-body wellness. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one.